Moorlands Radio Sport, in association with Leek Building Society.
Sam Golden, thanks for joining us on Moorlands Radio. Just give us your assessment of tonight's performance here against Kidsgrove Athletic, because I think you guys, certainly that first half, played exceptionally well.
I thought the boys done well. The application to the game plan to what I asked of them was superb. I'm a bit annoyed about the first half, really, because yes, we did play well, and I'm proud of them. I've told them that, but ultimately against teams like Kidsgrove, when you're having as many chances as we did in the first half, we've got to be clinical, and that's one thing that we learned in the first half. And there's 3, 4, 5 good chances, which if they go back in the back of the net, then it's a different story. And we've restricted them in the first half and in the second half, really. So, you know, like I said, the boys have done well, and it's sort of a gauge to where we're at as a team. We can still keep improving by all means, but it's a good starting point, and we've had 3 good friendlies, which have told us a lot as a management team to where we are at, and to get us ready for the start of the season.
Certainly so, and your number 9, Ben Hewitt, I thought he was exceptional up top in that first half. Certainly put himself about, and had, as you say, a couple of good chances to score. And I guess as you've moved closer to the start of the league season, he'll be eventually finding the back of the nets with those chances.
Yeah, Ben's a great lad. Like I said on his signing announcements, the words I had for him, I don't think I've got enough words to describe the work that he does for this football team, because ultimately it's a lonely place. It's a lonely place up front at times, and sometimes he gets a bit too frustrated, but he needs to realise it might not come one time, but the next time it will, and the chances will come for him to start scoring the goals and send it forward, to put the goals in the back of the net, to allow us to have a good season. But the work he does sometimes goes undervalued, because it's phenomenal up front. He's a real presence, he's a willing runner, he looks after the ball, tucks it in, he's skillful, so he's got it all in abundance, and he's young, he's 20, he's only ever played step 7 football until this season coming, so it'll be a good test to see what he's about. But at the moment he's flourishing, and hopefully he'll stay with Foley for as long as I'm here, and for as long as they're doing well.
Yeah, I guess sort of that's playing these friendlies, they see the diamonds in the rough essentially in a couple of divisions below, and you know it might tempt him. So, but hopefully he's going to remain a Foley player for as long as he possibly can.
Yeah, like I just said, hopefully we can keep him, because he is a great lad, and you know they don't come about very often, but when they do, they're really good. You know, he's a real gem, which we managed to get from Wolby, so you know, credit to them as well for keeping hold of a player like that for so long. But probably got a bit unrecognised, and people haven't realised the work that he does do. But like I say, he's a great addition to our team.
Second half, even when you did go 1-0 down, I think there was 2 minutes of that between Aaron Bott scoring and Alex Scott scoring, so that must have been pleasing.
Yeah, it was a great reaction, to be fair, and probably the most unlikely score on the pitch for us, especially in the way that he scored the goal, getting his leg up so high. He tried to call it a bicycle kick, but he doesn't. But it was good. It was a good ball in, a good cross in, and Jay Finney's done well tonight. He challenged the keeper well, he put the keeper off, and it allowed for the ball to drop for Scotty to put it in. But when you go 1-0 down to a team like Kidsgrove, it might be tough for the lads. We've worked so hard defensively, we've kept them at bay, and then ultimately we've been undone by a great header by Botty. But the reaction to score, like I say, it was about a minute later, and then to progress on after and keep doing well, was a great reaction from the lads.
Back in action here on Friday, you've got another of the local Northern Premier League sides down Leek Town. It's going to be another test. They obviously got promotion last season, but you're hoping for another good performance and also a good crowd to boost the season.
Yeah, it'll be a good test again. I think the way we've set up pre-season for the lads was for it always to be a test for them, to show them where we need to be at next season, because ultimately 2 years ago we weren't good enough. The team we've got now is definitely good enough, but it's just showing them the levels that they need to be at, not just in terms of their general play, because I don't really think there's much difference in terms of the technical ability. It's more fitness levels are massive. You know, the way they move the ball, the sharpness in the move the ball, the sharpness in the brain and the thinking, and it's just showing the lads where they need to be at to be at that level, because some of them are good enough to be at that level, maybe not now, but in the future most definitely. So the teams we've come up against in pre-season so far, and moving on in the next 4 games, just will show the lads, you know, where we're at and where we want them to be at.